Epic Boobs, this show's about stuff.
But I don't know. I liked Keaton as.
Yeah, he was good.
I thought he was good. I like them.
Do I believe Michael Keaton is a playboy now?
Did you know who's a better Riddler than Jim Carrey? Evan Stone.
No,
there it is. Man, which brings us to today's topic. Superhero prawn.
Well, let's introduce the show.
No, we're going to talk about superhero prawn. Everybody knows
all
us.
the way through.
Fuck those people.
I'm Dom.
I'm Nick.
Are we really doing this? I'm Paul.
Yeah, and I'm Luke. Yeah, we're doing it live.
Whoa!
Yeah, it's so much.
Hit the ground running.
We're talking about.
Superhero prawn.
That's crazy.
So tell us about the superhero prawn.
Yeah, let's hear about it.
Well, I mean, porn has been around for forever.
Right.
Superheroes have been around for, 50, 60 years.
Right.
There's been, a little bit of inklings
Right.
here and there. Like, guy in a costume. It's like fetish porn.
Right.
A girl goes to fucking costume magic during Halloween time and gets that Supergirl costume.
Exactly.
And you jail
Right.
over
Yep.
it.
Right.
Right.
It's a thing that happens.
Well, now it's like Rule 34 full blown.
Right. Because it is happening.
Full blown, buddy.
And I don't know why it took the porn industry so long to get on the bandwagon that real movies, television.
I'm gonna posit a theory, not a theory, but just this is probably what happened. The porn industry has always been about setting technical prowess ahead of writing. They innovate more than anything else on the internet. On the internet, they do.
What exactly do they innovate?
All the things that internet video has, like in the browser, like in browser like players and stuff like that, have all been innovated by porn. Porn has always been the
I
forefront of
see what
video
you're saying.
technology.
Not in the actual.
Not in the actual
shooting.
video.
Okay.
They have like fucking porn scientists who are like, "What's the next big video thing?"
No, but they seriously advance
No,
technology.
you're right. In-game browsers, like flash pictures that you couldn't grab and copy.
Yeah,
like
they've always been all about that.
You have to remember, those were only ever done for, getting the product to the customer without having it stolen. That was their biggest concern.
Right.
Right.
As in terms of like writing and like coming up with new ideas and different ways to do things, you have to remember that most people in porn, most people that run porn companies, are not the brightest people.
Absolutely.
Our one friend was saying that he had a friend that edited porn and he was making like $70,000 a year, but he eventually got in a fight with the guy who owned the company because he was like a fucking high school dropout, like fucking loser, who just so happened to be a millionaire now that he's decided to like shoot girls doing it on camera. So it's like these aren't the brightest tools in the box. So.
And they're not the ones doing. They're not the ones inventing the technology. They're just like the ones that have the money and the need to invent this technology and it pushes it. But that now it's nice because they've gotten to a point where
everything's caught up, and there has been a big change, a shift, if you will. Certain studio houses are really putting an emphasis on the movie.
Back to story,
It's still all about doing it, but like Digital Playground, like they make action movies that just have a lot.
Pirates movie, like that was in fucking,
Pirates was great.
It was in fucking Blockbuster, sans porn.
It got a theater release.
Well, like there's a softcore.
Right, there's a softcore version. But like
there's. Like Batman. Did you guys see the Batman porn parody?
A friend of mine
Batman
saw it.
Triple X.
No, it's legitimately funny.
Because
It's
it's Adam West Batman. Because if they tried to play it straight, it would not work.
It would fall.
But because it's that over the top ridiculousness to start with, it flows so perfectly.
I think the best part in all of those is that they're climbing the building and Ron Jeremy and they like shoot it sideways. So they're like. But it's all like turned on its side, dude. It's very funny.
Well, it's almost like the jokes are written for them already. It's actually kind of a lazy thing. It's not even like they're trying that hard. Like it's like the cheesiness of old superhero shows and movies fits their porn budget so perfectly that all they have to do is just be like, all right, we'll throw some fucking in here. And I'll throw a blowjob in there. And then we got
that's not it, dude. I saw CG skeleton in Pirates.
Whoa!
And here's the thing about the Superman one they have coming out. It's basically...
Wait, the Superman one coming out?
Yep, there's basically a porn remake of the Christopher Reeves movie. So it's got the goofy Lex Luthor. It's got the campiness. Like, don't get me wrong, I love Superman the movie because it's such like a great timestamp of that character in the 70s, but like to bring that 70s now and be like, look how ridiculous the 70s were.
Well, I mean, I heard Richard Pryor's skeleton is going to be in the.
So is porn our way of seeing how far we've come? Is that what? Oh God, what I just say? Everything I say is like a sexual innuendo. I think all of us do. But seriously,
I was listening, but you're too.
Well, no, because like you're saying, like this is a good like look at how ridiculous things were back in the 70s. Is this the best way to view how far we've come in movies? Is through porn?
Yeah, sure.
I mean, it's great because they have a sense of humor about themselves that a lot of other media doesn't have.
Yeah.
You know,
they don't have to take themselves seriously.
They don't take. I mean, they take themselves seriously, but to an extent because they're like, we're still making porn.
Right.
This is supposed to be enjoyable.
Well, this is like
let's not get too like
serious about it. Well, this is like the next like phase of like fun like porn movies. Like, but what's next? You know what I mean? What's the next like genre?
Well,
no, man. I want like 80s action movie. Like I want like the Running Man porn.
Well, that's what it's
Commando porn.
That'd be really good because it'd be like, oh man, it's the stalkers. They're coming out, and it's like the 5 like hottest chicks ever, and like Arnold's like, shit, I gotta bang all these chicks.
But 80s action movies already had enough titties. Well, not enough titties.
Not
but
enough
they had
titties.
plenty.
Right. Exactly.
Well, the thing is, like in the 70s, people were like, man. The porn guy went and saw Superman, and he was like, "Man, I wish I could make a movie like that." And now,
I like that he's like this southern
2010, well, 2011, he's making that movie.
Yeah, and the other thing too is like the 70s, it was all like art housey porn kind of, in the sense that they were telling stories, and then like the 80s, it was still a little bit like that, but in the 90s, just like reality TV came along, like Gonzo was
porn,
huge.
yeah.
It was just like all hand cams, like doing it like that, and now we're seeing a return again to like,
a little production values.
Production values.
That's what it is. I guess that there's so much porn out there that like somebody was like, you know what, gotta high class this up a little bit. You know what I mean?
Right. Well, because every fetish has been gonzoed at this point. There's no fetish that has not been gonzoed. So like it's so saturated now. People are like, let's make some money on that grade A pussy now.
I heard they're making Goatsy the movie.
Oh no!
What?
Nah, they're not.
Lemon Party movie.
I saw that.